Hey guys, what's up? This is Panda, and welcome to my Summer of Gaming 2013. No, 2014, not 13. This was supposed to be my E3 video, but kinda late, as usual. Kinda my shtick, sadly. Mostly busy with other stuff, but also partially because I'm lazy. So yeah. But anyway, I'm here right now, and I'm gonna record my thoughts on what I thought of this year's E3. Now, I'm not gonna talk about every single game out there, because I already have a big list of games to talk about. So I will skip a few. Maybe I will talk about them in the future, it's quite possible, but for now, I'm just gonna stick to the ones that stood out the most for me. Anyway, we will start with Sony. Honestly, Sony might have had the best show, or perhaps not the best show, because I heard the press conference was quite boring. But when it comes to their lineup, I really thought they were the best, at least one of the best. They presented Bloodborne, which was also known as Project Beast. It's from the creators of Demon and Dark Souls. Apparently it's going to be quite similar to those games, except the gameplay will be more fast. Instead of collecting souls, you're collecting blood. So there was that, looked pretty cool. No Last Guardian. Still, it's kind of a running joke at this point, kind of like with Duke Nukem Forever. And for those who don't know, The Last Guardian is the latest game by Team Ico, who also made Ico and Shadow of the Colossus. The game's been in development for, I think, since 2006 or 7. Could be a bit... or 2008 also possible. And you had this, from what I remember, you had this little kid and this giant beast that could follow you through levels. You could use it for puzzles and whatnot, perhaps also to fight enemies. They showed trailers that looked like in-game footage, but we never got a demo, and the game has been postponed every single time. For the last few E3s, and also other conventions, no sign of it. So that's why I'm kind of referring to it as the new Duke Nukem Forever, because yeah, we have no idea when it will come out at all. But maybe we'll be lucky, maybe it will be announced again this year or hopefully next year. Because I do hope Team Ico makes this game, because it looks quite interesting. Then we have the Grim Fandango remake. And for those who don't know what Grim Fandango is, it's a point-and-click adventure by LucasArts in the 90s. It was mostly based on the Mexican version of Halloween, which they call the Day of the Dead. And you basically follow around this an actual Reaper, and you have to solve all kinds of mysteries. There's a big plot going on. It was really great from what I've been told. And apparently Tim Schafer, one of the guys behind it, is making a remake for the PlayStation. I believe the PlayStation 4 or the PlayStation 3, I'm not too sure. It was actually my surprise of this year's E3, because I really thought the point-and-click genre was mostly dead, and aside from the Telltale games, it is. But hey, maybe with this remake the genre is getting some new energy, because point-and-click adventure games can be quite good if done right. And again, this game was made by LucasArts. Again, like I said, Tim Schafer as well, and I love that guy's humor, so I probably will give this a shot. And come on, it's based on the Mexican day of Halloween, or the Mexican version of Halloween. That's just awesome. Next up we have Ratchet & Clank. They didn't show anything too spectacular. They showed a trailer for the upcoming Ratchet & Clank movie. And there are rumors sort of confirmed that Insomnia Games are also working on a Ratchet & Clank 1 remake for the PlayStation 4. Which, it's also cool. I mean, I'm a really big fan of the original Ratchet & Clank. I know a lot of the later games, they expand upon the armor, the weapons, you could upgrade them in later games, ship, and all kinds of other things that they add to the gameplay. And those are all cool, but the first one might be my personal favorite. I don't know, it has just this great atmosphere. Other games on the Ratchet & Clank franchise also have great atmosphere, but there's just something about the first one that just stuck to me. I also like the villain a whole lot. There was no Ratchet & Clank. I believe there would be Ratchet & Clank 6, so nothing of that. Then there was also a teaser trailer for Uncharted 4: Thief's End. Can't say much because I've never played Uncharted. I think I've played the demo of 1 and the demo of 2. I do have the first game on my shelf, and I really need to play it. But yeah, I can't say I'm a fan of the series yet. But yeah, they announced the 4th one. No gameplay, just a short teaser trailer, which honestly, that was very present. That was something that you saw a lot on this year's E3. There were a lot of teasers and showing off concepts, but no actual big CGI trailers or gameplay footage. For some games, yes, but a lot of others, no. Kind of sad, but yeah, that's how things go sadly these days. That or stuff gets leaked before or after E3. Yeah, it's kind of like the E3 doesn't matter anymore. Kind of sad. And lastly, for Sony, at least what I thought was interesting, they're gonna release Metro Redux on the PlayStation 4. Metro Redux is a compilation of both Metro games. Now, if you've never played or heard of the Metro games, they're basically set in post-apocalyptic Russia. There was a nuclear fallout. Most of Russia is destroyed. Everyone lives underground. It has a really dark and grimy atmosphere. There's not much ammo. You have to sometimes even trade or sell ammo to get food or other supplies. You have the mutants. There is this sort of new species that's popping up. You know, they're like, we're not sure, are they like new sort of mutants? The humanoids? Are they aliens? And we don't know. A lot of also other spooky shit going around. They're really atmospheric games. I can highly recommend them. Now they're all bundled for the PlayStation 4. So if you have PlayStation 4, I would highly recommend playing these games, because they're both. Well, okay, I've only played the first one, but from what I've heard, the second one's even better. So yeah, you like atmospheric shooters? Get these games. Very great. Oh, and play them in Russian. Play them in English, not that great. Still great games, but takes a bit away of the atmosphere. But that's my opinion. But that was Sony. And now we're moving on to EA. And EA, honestly, oh boy, they really had one of the worst presentations ever. I mean, their lineup, not great. They only had a small teaser for Star Wars Battlefront. They are making new Star Wars Battlefront. It's being developed by DICE, the guys behind Battlefield. So that is sort of promising. But they only showed a very small teaser and some concepts like what they're gonna do with the game, ideas they have, and that's it. Then BioWare showed Dragon Age 3. Never played one of the Dragon Age games, can't say much, but from what I've heard, fans of the franchise are looking forward to the third game, despite how kind of mediocre the second game apparently was. There was no footage for Mass Effect 4. BioWare is also working on a new IP, but there was also no footage of that one. That's something actually that EA came out with. They said that they just want to show concept, to show how full of energy they are, all these ideas they have of games they want to show to the public. I'm like, yeah, but can't you just actually make teasers, actually work on the game instead of just showing concepts? Isn't that better for your games, better for your company, showing actual games instead of just concepts? And just a suggestion. Also, Mirror's Edge 2, no gameplay, just, we're working on Mirror's Edge 2. Again, concepts, no gameplay, trailers whatsoever. Yeah, good job, EA, good job. Criterion, the guys behind the original Burnout games, are also making a new IP. There was some prototype footage, but that's it. And the biggest announcement they had was Battlefield Hardline, which is Battlefield, but then with cops and robbers. From what I've been able to gather, it's alright, nothing too special or new. Probably if you're a big Battlefield fan, you'll enjoy it. But the most interesting thing to me about it was that it's made by Visceral Games, the guys behind Dante's Inferno and Dead Space. And I gotta ask, why are these guys put behind it? I mean, I'm sure that DICE is busy with the Star Wars Battlefront, they're busy with Mirror's Edge, and maybe expansion packs for Battlefield 4, or maybe Battlefield 5, who fucking knows, maybe they're working on that. So I can understand that a sort of a spin-off Battlefield game is being left to be made by another company. I get that, but I don't get why it's Visceral Games. Not because they're bad, because, well, they're always known for very gory stuff. Like, if you've seen Dead Space, if you've seen Dante's Inferno, you know what I'm talking about. It's kind of weird that they're put on Battlefield, when I think they should either be making an original game, or Dante's Inferno 2. Yeah, I'm probably one of the few people who actually really liked Dante's Inferno. It's a God of War clone, no question about it. I loved it nonetheless. Yeah, kind of a odd choice there. And lastly, they showed off the sports games. NFL, FIFA, blah blah blah. No, I honestly don't think anyone of you guys care, and honestly, I don't care. If I want to play a sports game, I'm gonna play something Mario sports related. because they're more fun to me.